Hi, everybody. Welcome to your March life path reading for number one. All right, life path number one. This is your tarot reading for the month of March. Guys, you all are a force to reckon with. If you don't know, now you know. All right. Number one in numerology expresses independence, individuality, and aptitude. People with your life path number are considered a force of nature because you're strong in your focus, you're brave, and sometimes people can consider you a little bit, rebellious. But spiritually speaking, your number represents the power of creation itself. As a personality, number one, you're an individual who cannot sit on the sidelines of life for even 1 minute. Number one, life path will always lead the charge with specific goals in mind. There's nothing without purpose for a life path number one. You guys are considered great leaders. Number one is a number of independence. It's a number of attainment, a number of beginnings, and a number of innovation, leadership. You all carry that vibration within you. So some of you may not have discovered that, but now you know, by clicking on this video and watching it, you know that you're a force to reckon with. You all are about, expressing yourself creatively and artistically. All right. And when you think about number one, there's no meekness in your life path number, nor any ambiguity for people. All right. Because you're a straight shooter. You're straightforward, you're concrete in your worldviews, you're pragmatic, all right? And people with life path number one are usually loyal, and you can laugh at yourself, and you can laugh at life, and you use that as a coping mechanism in terms of your expectation of self as well as your expectation of others. So those of you who walk this life path number, you all have an inner zeal that pushes you to constantly keep climbing towards attaining your goals, especially goals that others think are unreachable. Number one gives birth to all other numbers. Its energy is that of the master creator. Guys, so with that said, please go Google life path number one, get your additional information, because your life path number, which is the same thing as your destiny number, is a very, very significant number in your numerology chart. And it's a number that, exists within you, and the most significant number in your chart, like I said, allowing you to fully develop this number and what it's meant to be in your life will allow you to become the person that you're meant to be in this lifetime. This will be your mission, and figuring out what that mission is and being able to accomplish that mission in your lifetime. So guys, with that said, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 tarot decks here, but we're going to be going as the spirit leads to pull any number of cards that we can, just to give you any guidance regarding whatever challenges you might face in the month of March or even beyond. All right, some of you may have gone through whatever energy I'll be picking up. Some of you might be going through it right now, and if you haven't gone through it, maybe it might be coming up in the future. But these will be like red flags or warning signs or things that you can look out for. All right, so in case when you encounter it, you know exactly how to deal with it. All right, with that said, I am going to pull your first tarot card that I'm being led to pull. And the first card you have is yoga. So there's something about you connecting with your inner self, with your higher self spiritually. It says your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercise. I feel like there's a need for some of you to consider some type of meditation or relaxation or physical activity or something that can help you relax a little bit more in the month of March. And I'm thinking maybe some of you might be stressed out already, because I'm picking up that energy. I have a tight knot in my stomach. So exercise is definitely something that is being recommended for you in the month of March. So with that said, let's pull another card. And I do have leadership. Wow, guys. You all are leaders, like I said. of all the life path number, you guys are considered the leaders, all right? Number 1, which is a number of new beginnings. So this leadership is number 81, which adds up to number 9. And number 9 usually is the number of selflessness, number of humanitarianism. It's a number of giving without thought of return, a number of compassion. So some of you may need to be a little bit more giving of your time, more giving of your energy. Number 9 is also a number of wisdom, enlightenment, higher consciousness. And I'm picking up again the need for you to connect with your higher self, to connect with your inner self, to connect spiritually with something greater than you. But what I'm picking up is some of you may be thinking about owning your own business. Some of you may be thinking about leadership roles in your life, or moving on to the next level of leadership in your maybe job. But number 1, interestingly, is a number of entrepreneurship. So don't be surprised if you're getting that feeling of wanting to work for yourself and not wanting to work for anybody, and wanting to be your own leader, all right? Because number 1, you all don't want to take orders from anybody. You guys like to give orders, all right? You guys like to be in charge, because that is what your life path dictates. Let me just add that people born on the 1st of the month, on the 10th of the month, on the 19th of the month, on the 28th of any month, you all fall under life path number 1, all right? And you're ruled by the sun, the planet sun, all right? Leo is also ruled by the sun planet. And like the sun, usually you guys want to be the leaders. You want to be in front. You want to do better in positions of authority and over others. So if you're thinking about starting your own business or being in some kind of leadership position, I think this month, March, will be a very good month for you to, go for it. Your next card says the Milky Way. And interestingly, I pulled this card when I was meditating. Before I started this reading, this card came up. So I'm surprised it came up again, because you guys saw I just pulled it from the middle of the tarot, the deck, right? So it says the light at the end of the tunnel, a time of peace, harmony, and opportunity. So some of you might have an opportunity for leadership this month. Some of you might have an opportunity for you to act in a leadership role in your family, even in your relationship. Some of you might have the opportunity to take on that role that maybe you haven't really been stepped up to that plate yet, but that challenge or that opportunity might be presenting itself for you in the month of March, and it might be something for you to look out for and accept it, because that is what your life path dictates. You're not going to be accepting it with fear, but accept it with confidence, because your number 1 is also a number of confidence, right? So guys, your next card says talisman, and it's a number 49, which adds up to a 13, which eventually breaks down to a number 4. And number 4 is a very unique number. It's a number of stability, it's a number of groundedness, it's a number of calmness, but it can be a number of limitation, it's a number of practicality, of foundation, it's a number of discipline, reliability, and systematism. But I would like to read from the deck and see what this talisman is guiding us about in the month of March. So guys, give me 1 second to open up this meaning so I can read it out to you guys, what it says. I'm sure some of you might find what's in this book a little bit more informative. So anyway, it says a lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. The success in your individuality, the success in your leadership capability, the success in you being able to start your own business, in you being able to lead others. But it says that wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you, for you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to your success. So for some of you who want to start a new business, I feel like you've learned a lot. You know a lot. Like you've acquired a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, a lot of life lessons that will propel you to this next step and help you make a huge success. While I was premeditating also, I kept pulling the card about abundance. So there's something about you taking the step that you need to take in your life in the month of March that will definitely be leading you to some kind of abundance in your life. All right. So next card that I have is broken heart. So if some of you are going through any sort of broken heart or any disappointments, this is a message for you to know that you're not alone. You're being protected, you're being guided, and this heart will mend. All right. It's time for you to heal yourself. Now they're telling me to go back to this yoga card, which might be, a very good way for you to deal with whatever brokenness or whatever broken heart or whatever challenges you might be going through, any difficulty. So this does not have to be a broken heart in love. It could be some kind of disappointment, which is what I'm picking up. But whatever it is that you're dealing with in the month of March is an opportunity for you to heal that and be able to move on to your next step and not see whatever is going on as a disappointment, but to see it as a blessing in disguise. It's meant to propel you to your next chapter. And because it's meant to propel you to your next chapter, all the lessons that you've learned from this broken heart, it's time for you to now channel them to make a huge success of your life. Next card that you have, the Horse King. It says something about assistance and control, and like I said, you're being guided, you're being assisted, and I am not even worried about you guys because I know you're in control. All right. This adds up to a number 6. Number 6 is a number of balance. It's a number of responsibility. It's a number of love. Some of you might be brokenhearted from love, but whatever the case may be, it's time for healing. It's time for you to wrap up that chapter. It's time for you to, get it up and, move on to your next level. Number 6 is also a number for nurturing. So like I said earlier on, some of you might find yourself now in a situation where you are in a leadership position, right? It could even be in your family life where you now found yourself being the one who's responsible for other people. So number 6 being a number for nurturing. It's also a number for, community oriented. So you might be doing something for the community or might find yourself taking on a leadership role in the community. Whatever this is, it's just telling you that you do have that ability for leadership in the month of March and not to be afraid of stepping into that role because your life path number is all about leadership. Next card is the Magician. See, guys, you have the tools. You have the power. It's a number 1. Which is also the number of your life path, all right? So as a magician, it's saying that you do have that capability within you. You have the experience, the knowledge, and everything that you need inside of you to be able to take on this new leadership role in your life. Whatever this is for you in the month of March, I think you will overcome. I'm not even worried about it. I think you'll be okay. All right. Maybe you were looking for a confirmation as to should I start my own business? Well, this will be it. Next card is the Queen of Michael, and it talks about brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. And it says you know exactly what to do. This is the second time we're picking up a card that says something about you know what to do. All right. When we picked up this card earlier on, the Horse King, it said something about you knowing what to do. So you know already what you're supposed to do. You've already acquired all the experience and the knowledge and the life lessons that you need for you to be able to fit into this new role that you're finding yourself. It says the benefits of experience. Wow. Okay, guys, like I said, your experience will come into play in in whatever challenges you're going to be facing. There is nothing that you'll be facing in the month of March that you haven't already experienced, or you haven't experienced a portion or a piece of it or part of it that has prepared you for this challenge that is presenting itself. And the life lessons and experiences that you've learned has prepared you to take on this role and to enable you make a success of whatever challenges. You'll be able to transmute whatever negative energy that is in front of you into a positive one. It's a time for your career rather than relationships. Okay, so some of you might need to focus more on career. I've been picking up leadership in terms of maybe starting your own business or even promotion at work. But some of you have the opportunity for growth in your environment. Some of you have the opportunity for something bigger and better this month. And there's no need for you to be afraid, because you do have protection. You're being guided. And as soon as I said that, I pulled the judgment card, awakening, which is a very positive card, and it says it's time for you to wake up and fulfill your deepest dream and desire. You will find successful solutions. Whatever this is, it will be successful for you. I'm not even worried. Okay, so let me pull a couple more cards quickly, and then I'm gonna pull an angel prayer card for you. So you have the card of the rescuer. So like I said, you might find yourself in a situation where you're now, thrown into a position of taking responsibility or accountability, even in your family life. It says you provide strength and support to others. And it says something about, community, based, being able to provide some kind of service to your community, or even in your family, or maybe taking a role. And I don't know why I keep picking up the energy of maybe somebody that you're dealing with cannot fulfill their role. Now you're stepping up to the plate and being able to do that for them. And I have no fears that you're going to be able to do that comfortably. It says act out of love with no expectation of reward. So whatever you're going to be helping others with this month, you're being advised to do it out of love. All right. Do it out of compassion, and be confident in your ability to deliver. All right. And on the shadow side, it says that you assume that that the rescued will reciprocate. Keep the rescued one needy. So there's no need for you to shy away from taking this responsibility in your life. All right. And there's no need for you to expect from somebody who cannot give you. All right. You're the one in the giving position this month. All right. You're the one who is now being called upon to give, to do, to help, to step up, and to be that life path number one that you were created to be. It's the opportunity is here for you guys. All right. There's no backtracking. It's right there in front of you, front, center, and all there. So I'm sure I have no fears. Actually, I feel very confident as I'm talking to you. There's a boost of confidence that I feel right now, and I am not even worried about you guys. All right, so I'll pull one more card from this deck, and I'll pull a prayer card. This is the Eight of Thoughts, which in the regular tarot is the Eight of Swords. So it says you may feel as though you're restricted by the circumstances you find yourself in, but that's just an illusion. Make a promise to yourself to refuse to be stuck in a situation that's making you unhappy. Don't wait for someone to come to the rescue. When you can, free yourself. So here we go again, picking up something about rescuer. All right. So you're the one who is rescuing this time, not somebody else. That's what I'm picking up for you guys in the month of March. Something for you to, help somebody or people around you, or help your spouse or your family or the community, or there's a call upon you to step up to the plate and not shy away from this extra responsibility that is being placed on your shoulder. All right. So with that said, guys, this is your prayer for this month. You're on the right path. So there's no need for you to be scared. There's no need for you to be afraid. You're obviously on the right path, and nothing is going to take that away from you. And if you want to say the prayer, it says, Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthy life changes. Time for change is upon you. Life path number one. I do wish you all the best. Let me see if there's any synchronicity that I have to pay attention to for you in the month of of March, and I do see number 8. 8 here is a number of abundance and prosperity. And I said earlier on that I kept picking up the energy of abundance, energy of prosperity, and financial well-being for you. In case you're trying to start your own business and you were looking for direction, or you're looking for some kind of confirmation, I guess this would be it. Let me see if there's any other number. There's a number 20 here, which is a number 2, and 2 is a number of partnership, number of duality, and it could also be a number of opposition. And of course we have the number 1, the magician, and you have number 6, and then you have number 9. So there really isn't any synchronicity. Let me see. 9 plus 4, like I said earlier, is a 13, and 4. Okay, so here you have 15, 16, 17, which is the number 8, so, and a 9. Okay, there's 8, 8 for you. So you do have 8, 8. Let me see if there's any other number. There's 6, of course. 8, 9. So I do see progression for you guys. And when you see 8, 8, simply what it's trying to tell you is lots of money, honey. Financial abundance is on its way to you right now. You're aligned with the money you desire. That's what 888 means, or 88. All right, it's a number of material satisfaction, accomplishment, desire for success, power, recognition. So that desire that you have, you can actually put it into play this month. And I do wish you all the best in the month of March. Thank you guys for being such wonderful wonderful support system as I continue to build this tarot channel. I really do appreciate all your help in sharing, liking, subscribing, and coming back to check for your next month's reading, as well as going through the past month's reading. You might also be able to get some insight from some of the past videos because they are timeless. All right, with that said, thank you very much, Life Path number 1. I'll see you all again next month, April, for your Life Path number 1 tarot reading. This is Healing Hands. Bye.